Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jasanna Westbrook, campaign manager for the Moderate and Conservative Party. Please join me in welcoming your candidate, Zach King.
Hello, as Jasanna said, my name is Zach King and I'm running for Senate. I'm running in the Moderate and Conservative Party, also known as the MAC Party, which is a group of conservative-leaning moderates. I was raised in small-town Powhatan, Virginia. I'm an outdoorsman, a musician, and a devout Christian. I attended Liberty University, where I double majored in business administration and youth ministries. I later received my master's degree in business administration, also from Liberty University. After that, I became a businessman and an investor. I'm currently the youth pastor of Muddy Creek Baptist Church, and I've served on the Powhatan County Board of Supervisors. I'm currently serving my third term as a Virginia State Senator, and I'm married and have 2 children. Yes, I'm running for the U.S. Senate. Why am I running for U.S. Senate? It's pretty much because I'm tired. I'm tired of the gridlock that I see in Washington. I'm tired of the isolationism of parties, the lack of compromise that I see in the lawmaking process. I'm tired of the national legislative branch that warrants a general disapproval of the American people. I'm running because I don't like the current status of our nation. Our nation is up to its eyeballs in debt, and instead of handling the debt, we raise the debt ceiling and expand upon it. I don't like the fact that the U.S. is spending money that it doesn't have. I'm running as a voice for the majority of Americans. Americans today identify as moderate parties or independents generally. So I think it's wrong that we just have 2 major parties. I think the government should be a true representative of the views of American people, and I hope to be a voice for Americans by representing a party from somewhere in the middle. So my main issues, I have one main theme for all my issues, and that is independence of the American people. And by that, I don't mean that we need to start another revolutionary war or start seceding from the Union. I mean that we Americans have the right to be independent in their own decisions and be independent in everyday life. And so basically the first issue I would tackle is economic independence of American citizens in general. What happens when we trust the government with money? Well, if you look at what the government's done right now, it doesn't work well. I feel like the money should be in the majority of the hands of the people. I believe that all businesses, the regulations on businesses, need to guarantee the rights of all businesses and all workers. And I think that's something we definitely need to take into consideration when regulating our economy. I believe that our economy needs to get back on track, and to do that we need to increase the confidence and stability of our consumers. I believe in a flat rate income tax and flat rate tax cuts. I believe that we need to cut the budget and allocate the money appropriately based on needs, accomplishment, necessity, and efficiency of government agencies. And I agree that we should be able to have insurance no matter what our economic needs are, but I feel like it should be an option. That would be something I would like to change about the public health care that we have currently, also known as Obamacare. I believe that federal welfare standards need to be reshaped to create a system that provides temporary subsistence for in terms of welfare, as opposed to creating long-term careers of laziness. What I tie to the economy are also 2 of my other main issues, which are drug reform and removal of the government from personal issues. Drug reform, I believe that a nationwide legalization of marijuana is a necessity right now. The majority of Americans have said that they think it's a good thing. The people have spoken, and it's a victimless crime at this point if you regulate it correctly. Drug-based charges need to be inhibited. Drug-based charges have inhibited our courts and legal systems for far too long. They slow down so much progress in our nation. We spend too much money putting drug users in jail, and we stretch our police forces too thin by adding victimless crimes to the quota. We can make money by heavily taxing recreational marijuana. There's a link between illegal drugs and violence that could be eliminated if the drug was legalized. I think harder drugs should still remain illegal though, because they have unpredictable effects and can easily harm others. I do think our prisons need to treat drug reform in a different way that they are now. I think it needs to be based on rehabilitation as opposed to punishment. And I think in the end, what it needs to come down to is a national legalization, and that right remains with the states if they would choose to make it illegal. I think that the government needs to stay out of your personal life. And I don't mean just gay marriage. I mean they shouldn't be involved in your personal issues. They're there to protect your basic liberties, and that's it. Like I said, I believe that there should be a legalization of gay marriage because it's a victimless moral issue. And I think moral issues should not be something handled by the government. It should be something handled by individuals themselves. So I believe that it's the right of all lesbian, gay, bi, and transgender people to marry and adopt if they choose to. Just because something isn't right doesn't mean that we should say it's not right. It's not the government's place. So basically, what it all comes down to is the reason I would say I'm the best candidate is because I'm trying to make there less government and less involvement in your lives and less intrusion. So I'm willing to fight for your rights and to win the biggest liberties of the American people.